Asia, you are that girl. I know you see me. Can you see me? KP, I know you see me calling you, girl. Ooh, KG, that was cute. Yes, ma'am, KG. I know this service is working. I have Verizon Wireless. Our service don't break down. No. Yes, Janae. Work me, Janae. You have an incoming call, girl. Answer the phone. Now. Hey, Kayla, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I am good. I'm ready to see my divas. I'm ready to see my divas.
I'm
I'm
ready to
ready to
see
see
the
what,
Divas too, baby.
I'm ready to see what they gonna do, baby, because the
Same.
castle is lethal.
She eats
Yes, ma'am.
every time.
Yes,
Never
ma'am. When
fails.
is the first game?
Huh?
When is the first game?
I think it's the 27th.
Okay, I'm ready to see. I'm
Don't
ready
quote
to
me though, but I think I'm bad with dates, so just yeah.
see. So do me a favor and introduce yourself.
Okay. Hello, I'm Kayla. I was the Dancing Diva captain for 2 years. I've been dancing since 2015. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, and I'm 23 years old.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So before you became a dancing diva, what other dance experiences did you have?
Not a lot actually. I didn't start majorette dancing until 11th grade of high school.
Mm.
So, yeah, I did 11th grade and 12th grade, and then I had tried out for the Divas like off the spur of the moment, and then I made it, and I was like, oh well, um, guess I'm going to A&M.
Okay, right. So
And they gave the most money, so
yeah. Also, you had a scholarship.
coins.
Okay, okay. Oh, with the scholarship, baby, please. So, how was it transitioning from high school into like a collegiate team, like the Dancing Divas?
Ooh, okay. So it was real different because in high school we couldn't like do nothing. Like we couldn't pop, we couldn't shake, nothing. Like she was just like my coach was like, I'm watching y'all. Like if you do something every time she turned around, no, we was popping.
Oh yeah,
so,
oh yeah, oh
so
yeah,
it was different in college because it's like, okay, touch yourself, pop, do
yeah.
this, do that. And it's like, whoa, okay, well, I mean, if
Right.
you insist, like I'm like, okay. So
I mean,
it
because now
was very
you can do
different.
it now. Yeah, I see what you
Yeah,
mean.
yeah. Yeah, and it's like I feel like it's actually kind of harder because you don't really have that mature vibe about
Yeah,
you. Like it's like you have to
yeah,
grow into it. And I still feel like me personally, I'm still growing into it. Like I'm still growing
yeah.
into my confidence and everything. So it kind of did put a damper on it somewhat, but I kind of like it too because I don't feel like I'm growing up too fast. Like I'm
Right,
old, but
right.
I'm not. So,
Yeah,
it was
I get.
hard.
Yeah, but what made you want to become a dancing diva?
Uh, um, I just tried out and I made it.
Yeah, I mean, I got you.
Like
Yeah.
that was literally it. Cause my best friend at the time, she was like, I'm thinking about trying out for the dance team because we danced in high school together too, and we got close. So
Right.
she was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna try. You should try it with me. So I was like, I'll think about it. So we just did it, and then we made it, and then we was excited. So
Yeah.
we in the hallway, we waiting on who made the team. She called our numbers, and we screaming. They looking at us like, if y'all don't sit down, I was like, oops.
So
So that's how that went.
speaking of auditions, what is the audition process?
Okay, so it's really different almost every year, kind of sort of. She tried to stay on like the same, track, but
Hmm.
like it may be like a first audition and then you get invited back to the second audition versus where my freshman year the audition was like all in one. It was like one day you came that Friday and then you learned to dance and then you learned you tried out and then you make it to the second round, you learn a combo that night, then you have to do the whole thing tomorrow, which is the next day. So that was I don't even know how I made it through, honestly.
Say that. I was gonna ask
Cause
you like, how was your tryout? How was your tryout process?
the dance was hard, okay? Because I was not a technical dancer. Like I did not
Mm-hmm.
come from that type of background. I'm
Right.
learning still, like the proper technique. I didn't
Mm.
really learn until my sophomore year.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, so you know, trying out with that and doing leaps and kicks and turns and
Mm-hmm.
everything. Like I'm looking at the old girls like, wow, okay, so I guess that counts me out.
Because y'all do a lot of technical moves on the
Oh
field.
yeah. Yeah, it has really skyrocketed seriously because
Yes.
I could
Yes.
barely do a double turn. So
Oh,
and now it's like, you have to know how to do a double turn. You have
right.
to have flexibility. You have to have turns in second. Like it's kind of no way of working around that because technique is important and it's kind of difficult to teach technique now, but it's easy to teach
Mm-hmm.
somebody how to do stance. So, that's like what the focus is mostly on for the most part.
Yes, that's very
Mhm.
true. You
Yeah.
put it, yeah, very true. Um, how was your crabbing experience?
um it was it was what I expected, honestly,
Okay,
because I didn't expect to go in and be like everything like roses and like, oh my gosh, I
right.
love it here. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but I was just like, oh, okay. Oh, right. I'm so ready to be done with this. When is the last game? Like, but it was
Like,
actually fun. It was
yeah, they
fun
say
because
crabbing
my
is so
sister,
hard. Yeah.
it is, but
It's,
you got to make the best out of it. Like as long as you do
mhm,
what you got to do, your focus is in the right place, you're gonna be good.
right.
Like literally,
Mm-hmm.
because I made sure that I wasn't going to no parties. I wasn't doing nothing
Mm-hmm.
with nobody. I ain't going nowhere. I said schoolwork and dance is all I'm focusing on. Cause
That's a great opportunity too, and you don't want to mess that up.
exactly, yeah. So
Yeah.
if I had to give any advice to the anybody that's trying out younger girls, I would say just make sure you keep your focus and you know exactly what you want to grow in and things like that because it's a lot of growth that comes with that. I promise you, parties
Right.
is not really worth it. I mean it's cool at the time, but as time progresses, you might be like, dang, I wish I had a practice stands last night because
Mhm.
I'm lagging. I'm behind everybody. And you want to
Yeah.
dance at the games. You want your family to come and see you dance at the games. You don't want to sit out. As a freshman, I sat out the first three performances
Mm.
because I just wasn't ready. And I also had like a condition going on. I have health
Yeah.
issues. So yeah, I didn't get to dance for fan day. I didn't get to do the first game.
Mm.
I didn't get to do battle of the bands. So I was like, oh no. After that, I was like, oh, I'm not doing this again. I'm performing for everything.
Right. Right. And that's how you want to be. Period. Because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can make your money too, shoot, and you don't want to waste your money. That's
Hello,
another thing.
that's my mama money because mama
Okay.
was gonna be pissed.
Yes.
Look, mom, I'm
Yes.
trying, okay?
Right. Exactly.
Because it is
So
not cheap.
yeah, it's not. It's definitely not. Definitely. Okay. What is something that Stephanie and I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but Kratisha,
Cartesia.
Kratisha, yeah. What is something that they both taught you that really stuck with you throughout your
Ooh.
years as a
Everything about being a captain and a leader, honestly,
yes.
because I really looked up to both of them. They both had so many different traits, but it's like you can really take from everything. Like Tisha, she was really good with stands and she like
Mhm.
knew how to teach them and how to, make you want to get
Right.
out of your shell and stuff like that. Like she can break it down to the details. Stephanie can
Mhm.
break down technique to the details, like thing by thing. So it was like I looked up to that because they both had different things. And
Right.
Stephanie like I actually have a really funny relationship with her because my freshman year I did not like Stephanie. I was like, I hate her. I hate her. But
That's
it's
how
like, people grow into a different person and then, you just, so my next year I grew to like her and see her in a different light because it's not supposed to be like that your freshman year anyway. I didn't expect to be best friends with everybody or nothing like that.
exactly.
So she knew how to set that boundary. So I got that from her too. Like, you can still, talk to your freshmen and, be cordial with them and everything, but business is business. When we're at practice, we are focusing on dancing. Like we
Yes.
are not friends at practice, and that's that because
So
we got to get
so
work done.
So when you became captain, were you like that too?
Yeah, I was. I had a pretty different year my first year, but I still, made sure that the boundaries were set. But
Yeah.
my second year, I already knew like it's harder your first year because you're still learning how to be a
Right.
leader. Because
Exactly.
I never ever been a leader before, so that was the first time for me. I was just like, this is a lot. Like I was stressed. But my
It's a
second
lot of
year,
pressure.
I was on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot of pressure, a lot of pressure. But my second
Yeah.
year, I said, "Oh, come here. What are you doing?"
Right. Exactly. Right.
I had to make
Right.
sure I was on it, and I meant business because I knew my
And
first
you got
year
eyes
was
on
kind of
you.
like shaky. So,
Mhm.
like I said, you just got to make sure you set that boundary for your girls. But also, I was still like, if y'all need to talk, whatever the case may be, I'm not going to just be, mean all the time for no reason. That's
Right.
stupid. So, but yeah.
So during your freshman year, what was a dancing diva element that was the hardest thing to grasp for you?
Ooh, I would say the confidence.
Mm,
The confidence and embracing what a diva really is. Because
mm,
um I feel like it's easier when like my work ethic is has always been like go getter, like I'm gonna get it done, I'm gonna do what I
right.
need to do, like but when it came down to actually dancing and like being confident in what I'm doing and facials and stuff like that, like I'll dance any day, but
Yeah.
it was hard for me to like get comfortable and
Right.
be like, okay, I'm that bitch, because I feel sorry, excuse my
Right.
language.
Oh, you good. You good. Because that's the mentality that these girls have to have. So you're
Yeah, it
good.
is. When you're dancing, for sure, like you have to become a different person. Like
Right.
I'm not normal
Mhm.
Kayla when I'm
Yeah.
dancing. When I'm dancing, I feel like when you're dancing, I feel like you have to see a different person. You have to see a
Yeah.
different side because it's like this is this is who I am on a daily, but look, like I'm gonna give it to
Right.
you right now. So,
Yeah.
that was the most difficult part for me, I would say. And
Hmm.
well,
Hmm.
memory kind of was. Well, no, I take that back because I didn't really have problems with picking up stands. It was more so getting in the front and being able to
Hmm.
throw and confidently do it and know what I'm doing. So
Right.
when you're in the front, it's a different ball game. I promise you.
Oh
Like
yes.
it might
You have
look
to,
easy,
yes. You
you
have to think on
have
your
to
toes.
stay on it. Oh,
Yes.
yes. Yes,
Yes.
that's the one. Cause I'm telling you, the smallest thing can distract you and then you just off your game the whole time. Like
Yes. Yes.
you
And I
make the
just said
smallest
that.
mistake.
Yes.
Make
I
the
just
smallest
said
mistake and
that.
you just
Hey.
thrown off.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's about recovery also. So, I made mistakes as a captain. I ain't lying. You can see in the videos. I messed up a few times. But I mean, nobody is perfect. We all messed up at some point. Even somebody's favorite captain has messed up at some point. We're
Hmm.
not perfect. So,
Right.
that I never
Yeah.
really, I mean, I care, but I never really was like, oh my God, I messed up. Everybody's gonna hate me. I was like, ooh, girl, what was you doing? Like, I was like,
Well,
oh God.
let me ask you this. What is your definition of a dancing diva?
Ha. I love this. I love this question. It means that you are dedicated, you are determined, and you are distinct. You are innovative. You are inspiring. You
Mm,
are versatile with
yes,
values.
yes, ma'am.
You achieve excellence.
You better give it to me. Yes, ma'am. You
And
better
I
give
might
it
have
to me.
missed some because I'm in the moment, but yeah, that's what a diva. When you can possess all of those things,
Mm-hmm.
that's what makes you a diva. That's what makes you. That's what determines like whether you're up there now. Like
Right, like diva
you've
quality.
arrived. You've
Yeah,
arrived.
yeah,
So it's a lot now. It's a lot
yeah.
because I feel like we as a team we personally go through a lot anyways.
Oh
So
yeah.
with us, I'm telling you, you have to have a backbone. That's the
Oh yeah.
one quality I feel like the divas as a team we have to have. You have to have a backbone because starting out when I first came in, the Divas were not that popular. Like we were still. I remember looking at videos and reading the comments, and I'm just like, oh my god,
Yeah,
they be ripping
they
this
do.
team apart. Like I'm just like, what did
Yes,
I get myself into? But
yes.
but yeah, it's crazy, and you know, seeing everything that people say, it's just kind of like, you know, you just gotta take it with a grain of salt and be like, you know what, we finna go harder the next game. So I mean, y'all say what y'all want to say, but you know,
Yeah, that's. I do want to ask you, like, how do you guys feel about the comparisons to a lot of other teams? Because sometimes you guys get compared to a lot of other teams. So how do you
yeah.
guys feel about the team?
Um, as a team, how do we feel?
Yeah, or like,
Well,
well, yeah.
well,
Go
okay,
ahead.
well, you know, with our coach, she's just always like,
Oh, I don't know what happened. I can't hear you. Okay, wait.
somebody
Okay,
called
you.
me. We good? Okay. Oh Lord. But yeah, my coach, like she's just always been like, y'all, you know, like she always hyped us up. So we ain't
Mhm.
had no choice but to, you know, follow
Right,
that because that's my coach. Like my coach telling us that we good. So it don't matter what nobody else say because she's
right.
the one that has the most experience out of all y'all. She was a
Mm-hmm.
captain for 3 years for the Divas. She made the name Dancin Divas. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's
Yeah.
that's how I process it. And I feel like that's how we all process it. And then we just feed off of each other's energy. Like, y'all, you know, it's okay. We good. We know that we have been creating. We know that we're getting better. We know, you know, we trying to make a difference when we try to make a change. All of that stuff is in the past. It happened. But you know, I feel like now it's 2021 and it's just
You just
to
gotta
me
move on.
it's childish to bring up stuff from 2000s. Like it's
Years
like
ago. Yeah.
that was a long time ago. So this is stressing me out.
How was your time dancing at your first MCC?
Um, my first one, we didn't get to dance for real.
Really? Why?
Yeah, because it rained.
Oh
So we
yeah.
had danced for like the first half. We did like, you know, a little something. And then the second half, I think we did like 2 songs and then it started raining. So I was
See,
like,
that's what happened in
wow.
2019 too, at MCC.
You said what now?
I said that's what happened in 2019 at MCC.
Oh yeah. But I said we're gonna dance. I
Oh
said
yeah.
we're gonna
Yeah.
dance.
Oh,
We
and y'all
dancing in
did?
the rain today.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I need to talk to you about that sting at this. That was cute.
It's so
Yes.
funny because I didn't want to do
Why you didn't want to do it?
my coach was like, oh yeah, we gotta do this. I was like, oh Lord. Like they finna come
Yeah,
for us. They're about to come for us. Like I saw the comments before we even
baby.
did it. I said, here we go.
Because you knew,
They finna eat us
you
alive.
knew. But you know, y'all got a lot of praise for that though. People like that though.
Which I was
It's like a
actually I was kind of surprised because I know
mm-hmm.
people don't really do it a lot. So, you know,
Yeah.
I was surprised that they took well to it being the fact that it was us. So,
Yeah.
you know, but but honestly, I would say I really wish it was cleaner. Like
Yeah.
I wish we had a hit certain moves better and stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, that was that. That's my only thing about it. I was like, oh,
You know,
mm.
I just thought about this. This is supposed to be going in like an organized thing, and I'm just going all out of place. It's okay because the conversation is good. Because the
Yeah,
conversation
because
is
like
good.
it just kind of bounced off of, you know,
Right.
that's why
Right.
I like
Right.
interviews like that. I don't like stuff that's like, and I'm just
Right.
like, I feel like I'm answering like a robot. Like,
Yeah. 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 It's
yeah.
cool. It's good. It's good because I like the conversation.
Okay.
So, as an a crab, who took
Mm-hmm.
you under their wing?
Mm-hmm. I'm really trying to think.
cannot with you.
because honestly, like I think that might be normal for other teams. Like, are you saying like you know how they do like the big sister type of
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
I wouldn't say we don't really do that. Like
Okay.
everybody kind of helps in different ways. Like,
Right.
but everybody knows not to step on toes and stuff like that.
Right.
So you know, it wasn't like no, okay, this person helped me the most. It was like everybody collectively as a whole. And I feel like that's what we try to implement. Like unless we're doing like groups or something like that
Right.
for like a certain thing, like if we working on walks, you might pick the best people for walks and be like, okay, look, show them, tell them what they're doing wrong, what do y'all see, you know, because we all still have to know how to do the basics and stuff like that. Like when I'm watching, if my coach sees something and then she's like, did you see that? And I'm like, no. And then she's like, okay, do it again. And then tell me what you see that they doing wrong, you know, stuff like that. So I feel like it is more so of a team effort for us. We don't really do that.
Okay.
It's cute
Okay.
though. It's cute. Don't get me wrong. Like
Yeah.
I like that. That's cute. But I
But
just feel like you know
I like the fact that y'all don't do that because, especially for stands, because when it comes to stands, some people do stands differently than the next person.
Exactly.
And
Yep.
that's where the disconnect comes.
And that's when you don't look like one. That's when it starts to look like, oh, she did that, or she, you know, you picking out different people, or you just looking at the captain. It just kind of starts to make it look a little bad, you know, like the whole team ain't giving it to me, but she, you know, and we try so hard for it to be like, okay, the divas, not the captain and the girls behind her, like, you know. So, ooh, you all right? Okay.
My allergies, because you know it's spring.
It's that season.
Yes.
God, look, I was looking out for me. God said, girl, we ain't gonna give you that. You got too much going on anyway.
Right. So how was your bond with your crab sisters?
We was close, but they all left me. I was by myself.
Oh, how
like
did you
after,
do that?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I am sick of you. Kayla, I am sick of you, okay?
I don't know.
I am done with you.
Because after Asia left me, when I became captain, Asia left me. I said, girl, why would you do that to me? I'm by myself.
By
I need you.
Right. Hey.
So that was whew, Lord, that was a struggle,
but you got a lot of support.
Yeah, I was so glad about that because like the way my life is, I don't really have a big support system. Like I really only have like my mom, my best friend, my little sister, you know. So it was nice to have that extra support and, you know, keep going. Cause I was like, ooh, child, I don't know if I'm finna do this for another year. Like I was like, Miss Grinder. I ain't got me no second year.
Okay.
I ain't got me no second year. But I don't know.
Like you said, that's hard. Being by yourself and having to like guide a team by yourself, that's a lot.
Yeah. It was. That was probably one of the most difficult years of my life because I was going through a lot. Like even things behind Diva, like coming to Diva practice and having to just like suck it up. Like that's tough. So, you know, but people don't see that. People don't see what you go through on a daily or, you know, your outside life, your real life. So, you know, that was real hard, but I made it through. So I can only thank God for that because I don't know how
You was a
I put
leader.
it together.
Hey, you wasn't a leader before. Well, you didn't know how to be a leader before, but then you became a leader. Period.
Didn't know a thing about leading. Trying to lead the girls and lead my life. I was like, yeah, we can end this now. We can end this now.
Okay. So going from your first year as a dancing diva, what did you want to do your sophomore year?
My sophomore year,
different?
I wanted to mainly focus on, like I said, my weak point was confidence and leading. So when my coach, said that she saw that in me, when she said, because she actually told me that my sophomore year, she said, "I see a leader in you," and I'm like, "Girl, why you lying?" I was like, "What leader, sis?" But
Oh
she had told my
Lord.
mama and everything, so I was like, "Okay, you know what? I'm finna get it together. I want to work on how I dance. I want to dance bigger. I want to, be more confident. I want to be noticed. I want to stand out.
Yeah.
So that's what my main focus was, because I knew my freshman year I was not that much of a standout. I felt like I was more of a blender, and
Mm.
I was okay with that, but not really, because I mean, it was my freshman year, so I was like, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna, be too hard on myself. But yeah, my
And I
sophomore year,
think,
that's what it
you
was.
know, because I've been having a lot of conversations about, crabs in their first year, and
Hmm.
I truly understand how it's very overwhelming being a crab and trying to learn all these counts, and you got a lot of people
Hmm.
coming at you because you might be doing the count wrong.
Yeah.
So how did you feel like your freshman year as far as that?
Um, it was overwhelming, but like I feel like me as a person, I can intake very well. Like I can intake critiques very, very well. So that wasn't a problem. It really wasn't that bad for me, because I'm like, I'm here to learn, and that's it. Like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna open my mouth about nothing. Now I ain't gonna lie, I did get smart one time, but but it was because they ain't let me get no water, so I was bad.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh
So
Lord.
I was bad. And they told Miss Granger on me. I was like, oh God, oh my God, I'm in trouble. I had to sit down for the rest of the
Lord.
practice. And I needed to work on walks too. My walk was
Oh
bad.
Lord.
So I
Oh.
was like, I said, I ain't never saying nothing ever again. Like I was so
Okay.
mad at myself. But I
Okay.
mean, those experiences you learn from it. Like you try so hard to not get
Mhm.
in trouble your freshman year, but it's gonna happen. You gonna do something stupid,
Yeah.
whether you forget a pair of tights or you forget some earrings or your hair not curled right, or
Right.
it's just always something. But you just gotta take that stuff and learn from it, and implement it in the next set of girls. They're gonna mess up too, but it's all a learning process. You're just not gonna be the perfect freshman, and that's just it. Like
Yeah. Yes.
so.
Yes. Yes. And was captain something that you wanted?
No, no, I did not.
You didn't
No,
want it at first?
no, no.
Why?
I did not want. I was like, Miss Granger, listen, okay, please. I just want to be a regular person on the team. I don't want
Yeah.
this, like, cause I already knew what it came with. So I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I ain't got no experience. How she expect me to pull this off?
But let me
But
tell you something, Kayla. You really evolved the divas. I'm gonna say that here. You definitely evolved the divas, and you did what you had to do. Period.
And you know what? What motivated me to make sure I continue for the team to grow was Tamara. Because Tamara, like she was so headstrong. She was so like, if this look like this, we're gonna get rid of it, because we trying to grow.
Right.
We trying to, look different. Like we wanted a
Yep.
different look for ourselves. So and actually it was Tamara and Cartisha, because I don't
Mhm.
know, it was just something so different about them. And I was just like, yes, like
Yeah, Tamara was that girl.
I'm right here with you, like, because I was
Mhm.
co-captain while she was captain. So I'm like, yeah, girl, like we can do this, that. We was on the same
Mhm.
page, so that's why we worked
Mhm.
so well together. And as long as you're on the same page as your co-captain, it's
Yeah.
always gonna be progressive. So,
Mhm.
my second year, just being a captain, it wasn't bad actually, because I had like a leadership team where certain girls, they would make up certain things. I would approve it or disapprove it, or I would say, hey, maybe you could do this, do that, things like that. So that helped a lot too. But
Mhm.
yeah, like that was my inspiration. She was one of my biggest inspirations, honestly.
'Cause, she was that girl. She ate.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I said I'm coming behind her.
Yes,
Hold up. I said, let
I
me
know that. Mm,
the earphones in before every game. I was standing in
mm-hmm.
front of the band room. I was listening to my music. all that, because I did not do that my first year, and I feel like that's where I fell short. I really wish I had listened to my music more, taking it more serious, and been way more involved, because, like I said, I just was a lot. I was, but yeah, I knew my second year. I said I got to show that I have to show my growth, and I have to show my growth to myself, not only everybody else but me, because I'm not going to do the same thing. I know it's not working, so I know I need to do something different. So I definitely like my second year better than my first, for sure.
Really?
For sure.
Really? A lot of people like their first year rather than their second year. That's different. And I do want to ask, how did it feel being like a co-captain? Because a lot of teams are going away from co-captains.
They are. I've noticed that too. It's like I really see people mainly say like, "Oh, this is the ace," or just the person that go first. But being a co-captain, I mean, I can see why people grow away from it, because I feel like it's beneficial to a certain extent. Like it prepares you, but not really. Like I still was kind of like, whoa, like I was like, wait a minute, like this is a lot. I mean, co-captain, but I also didn't want to step on her toes, so I held back a lot, like a lot. So I feel like as a co-captain, you hold back way more. So when you do get that captain position, you still kind of like, wait, what? Like, So I feel like, it could be beneficial. It just depends. I feel like it depends on the person. So
that's true. That's true. Especially if the team is a small team too. Like you don't need a coach. I think like team sizes definitely matter as far as that too.
For sure. Yeah. I agree. Because you need more eyes when it's a bigger team also. So
right. Exactly. So when you did get the captain position, like how did you feel like once you stepped into that position?
I was like, why I gotta do all this? but I mean, I guess I was just, my nerves was all the way bad, because I'm like, oh my God, I'm responsible for 14 girls. Like, it was not like, it was 10, including myself. It was a whole 15 of us. And like I said, I ain't had none of my sisters. So I was just like, whew, yeah, this is fun. All right.
Like,
so I guess we can get started on this. Like, I barely knew where to start. My coach was like, maybe you should do this.
Yeah. So going into 2018, like what was your mindset? Being that you really didn't want this position,
I had to change it because I knew I had a job to do. So I was like, I'm finna get the job done regardless. Like, so I mean, like, as time progressed, I had to, build myself up to be confident enough to do it. And so I wouldn't say like my mindset was like, I don't feel like doing this, because no, I wasn't finna give off that energy to my team. Like, no, I was still like, okay, y'all, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. Like, I want to see this, I want this to be different. We finna take out this. Okay, so I just seen this video of this team, so I see that we do this. So let's, it was like stuff like that. Like, I still did my research, going into it. Like, I still made sure, because I feel like that's where we fell short sometimes. We didn't really do our research, so we didn't know. Like, I personally didn't know who did what. So, seeing it, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Like, and so, when we took our heat for it, it was just like, I mean, y'all don't even know. We didn't even know. Our bad. Calm down. Like, sorry, we'll take it away. Like, it's cool. It's just a little account. Like,
baby, let me tell you something. Oh, girl, the fans will go crazy for just a one little 8 count. Okay.
Listen, I know. I was like, whoa, because
I was like that too before I started doing YouTube, and then I started seeing, maybe they got it from this person, or maybe they got it from another team that came to the specific team that they're on. So yeah.
We just didn't know. It wasn't like on nothing purposely. Like, oh yeah, we finna steal this team stand. Like, no, that's weird. Like, but sometimes you might get inspiration and things like that. But but for the most part, like for me, I know how I am as a dancer. So being accused of it, I was like, whoa, like no, that's definitely not it. Because even like when I try to make up regular dances, I try to do stuff that I know but I have not seen nobody do. Like I try my hardest to be different on a daily, and not like nothing like on I'm not like no. It's more like I just can't do what everybody else is doing. I can't follow suit. I just don't feel comfortable doing it. So yeah, that's what I've been working on so much, trying to create different, trying to be different, trying to show people that it's okay to be different. Like it's okay to not do what the next person is doing, because I feel like social media has really messed up everything. It has everybody want to do what the next person is doing, and it's just like, man, I hate seeing that, especially in the dance world. Well, really, especially in the HBCU dance world, because there's so many good teams out there. I'm just like, wow, like, my favorite team, Prairie View. I love watching Prairie View so much, because they look so like they do different stuff, and like their stands, it's just so different, and it's just so like that's my style right there. I'm like,
but you know what? They got a lot of flack too from taking from Stingettes or taking from the Dolls or something.
Oh yeah,
they got a lot of flack for that, and I'm just like, but they are on they're on their shit. Like honestly,
Daga Diamonds. Diamonds, I like watching them too. They have some really nice stands. They got a lot of arms though. Like my arms would be hurting, but they got some really, really nice stands. Like I'm just like, people really be eating these teams alive for no reason. And half the time, it's not even just like people that aren't biased. Half the time, when I go and see who it is, it's a fan of one of the biggest teams, and it's like, well, So, I just hate when I see people being biased, because we all doing the same thing. I promise you, we are not in competition. We actually cool. Like, I don't have a problem with anybody. I might not know all of them, but I don't have a problem with anybody. I met Diamond, sweetest girl ever. Like, I was like, yeah, I love her energy is everything.
Yes,
like,
I love her. Oh my God.
Yes, girl, we can be best friends. Like,
yes.
But yes, like, it's, I feel like if, cause I've seen stuff, like, I want to say, like, it was like last year or something like that, when they was trying to say swag unity and stuff like that. But, I just feel like if we're going to say that, we have to actually implement it. Like, let's not say swag unity and use 4 teams, because that's not reasonable. That's still a biased opinion. So, I do want to try to do some things, and I get under the comments of other videos and stuff, which I see other girls doing too, saying, this is good. Oh yes, I love this, little emojis and stuff like that, because I'm not no hating type of person at all. So, everybody has been looking good, especially due to COVID. Like, I know that put a damper on everybody. So, it's good to see teams actually get out and do stuff, and it's nice. So,
and it's really good to see everybody doing their own thing, and excited about it. I missed that. I missed the band atmosphere. When I went to the Alabama State game, it was so refreshing, because I'm like, I finally at a game. Thank you, God.
Yes, like I was like, they look so good. I was like, OMG. Like, I feel like it was some years where, like the normal person probably would have eyes for certain people. But for me, when I watched this year, I said the whole team is alive right now. Like, the energy, like, I just love seeing energy, like, with dance in general, when everybody's energy is just so powerful. And it's like, yes, like, I can't stop watching, not even just with HBCU teams, like dance in general. I love dance. I love it. Like, if you ask me to do any type of dance and go to any type of dance, I go. I will go.
I was gonna ask you, what, I mean, if not the Dancing Divas, what other team would you have tried out for? That
Okay,
was one of
so
my last questions.
actually, I I forgot to say I didn't even want to dance girl majorette dance in college. I didn't. I actually had tried out for Troy, I think, but I didn't
Okay.
have a lot of training. But
Mhm.
I wanted to like really major in dance, but I just did not want to go to state. I just didn't. Like
Oh
I was
yeah.
like, that's way too close to home. I just can't. It's everybody there. No, I need something
Yeah.
different. I need refreshing. I need new, like all of that.
Mhm.
Because I barely knew anybody at A&M, but now everybody's like coming, and I'm just like, whoa, slow your roll. I gotta go. but yeah. But if I didn't try for Divas, I I could see myself doing Prairie View or, and this
Mm.
probably gonna throw you way off, but J6.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I can see it.
I
I can
love the
see it.
energy. I like the
You got the
energy.
body too.
So
You got the body
yeah,
too.
I'm fat, but so I got the body. I am fat,
You
but
got it. You got it. Let me tell you, because baby, they got stallions, but now, come on now.
oh yeah, that energy just always like up, up, up. Like it's like,
Yeah,
and I like that because I be
you be
like
ready.
this. So
Yeah.
and I feel like I dance kind of hard. I've been trying to like
Mhm.
soften it up a little bit
Mhm.
and try to tap into, different little areas of my body, of myself. I've been trying to learn my body, all that. So, you know,
Mhm.
I feel like that'll be good for me to implement when I do start posting videos and stuff like that, which I'm trying to work on now. I'm
Mhm.
thinking about recording something this week. So I've been trying to get out of the major rest style. It's so
Yeah.
hard when you've been doing it for
Oh,
so long. You get
yes.
stuck, and it's like,
KG, KG from J said the same thing.
yeah.
Same thing. It's
I'm
hard.
telling you,
After that, it's hard.
it is. You be thinking you doing it, baby. No, you
Mm-hmm.
look like a dance girl. Like when I did house arrest, they told me that so much. I was still versatile, but they told me that so much to where I was like, okay, y'all must be tripping because I don't feel like I look like a dance girl. Like I was just so over it because I'm just like, look, I'm trying to dance like a hip hop dancer right now, and
Right.
now I look like a cute little majorette girl. No, I hate it
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it just all comes with just doing it every day and trying to motivate yourself to do something different, to go in a different area, taking different classes, stuff like that. So, but in Huntsville, it ain't nothing here, so that's a little hard.
So let me ask you this: how can you describe your method in creating a good field show? Like, what are some key elements that you have to keep in mind?
Okay, so I ain't gonna lie to you. I, I ain't saying I sucked in field show, but that wasn't my strong area. I created
Mhm.
a lot of the dancey parts. I wasn't like a technical type of person. Like, I mean, I implement a little turn, some kick or some jump, but like when it came to actual different stuff, when you making up a field show, like something that's just like, oh, woo, I ain't never seen a trick like that, that
Mhm.
wasn't me. That like
Okay.
I can try, if you ask me to try it, I'll try
Mhm.
it. I'll be down to try
Yeah.
anything. If I hurt
Yeah.
myself, I'd be like, I just get back up. I'd be like, oh, I'm good. They'd be like, are you sure? Because you just hit your head. I'm good. I promise you. I've hit my head too many times to like hit it one time
Yeah.
and I'll be okay. So
Okay.
we good.
Right.
But but yeah, but as a team, we just all like my coach would be like maybe make up 4 to 8 counts to put in a field show. We watch what each other do. We take different parts and we, tie it all in together, and then that's how we create our field shows for the most part. So
Okay. So it's like a team
we
effort.
yeah, we choreograph everything. So we don't
Good.
have a choreographer. So I feel
Yeah,
like,
because there's some captains they be like, I taught that whole field show. I be like, how did you do that?
I don't know, cause they are talented. Okay,
Yes,
what
I created
superpower
my
is that?
baby. They be coming up. I'm like, "Well, I don't know how y'all do it. I need help." No.
Yes, that's talent for real though. That's talent.
Yes,
Like
that's
making up a
talent.
whole field show is hard.
Oof. And having different
But yeah.
dynamics. And yeah,
And
it's
then
hard.
trying to, do different transitions and stuff like that, trying to
Mm.
make sure it looks different. I feel like that's the hardest part is transitions, because you
Yeah.
want to just walk to the next spot so bad, but it's like you got to do something to get there, dance there, leap
Yeah.
there, something, as far as a visual. So that me, no thank you, I'm cool on that. Ask me to make up a stand, I will make up a stand any day.
Okay.
Okay, I can do that for you.
So what would you say was the hardest thing about being a captain?
I would say the responsibility as a
Yeah.
whole. Just, making sure your team looks good, making sure you look good, making sure that you look good enough for your coach to see. Because it was so many times where we'll be at a game and then I'll throw something and then like a whole song will go by and then my coach will walk up and be like, "What happened?" And I'm like, "I don't know. What are y'all doing? Like, what are y'all doing down there?"
Yeah.
Like,
You can't see back there sometimes.
it's kind of frustrating, but like they learn. It's like I said, mistakes happen.
Yeah.
But okay, actually, I'm gonna go in depth with my answer. I feel like getting your team to trust you is the hardest thing
Ooh,
as a
yeah.
captain, because you have to make sure whatever you do, they gonna be behind you about it 110,000%.
Yeah.
Like, for sure. So you ain't gotta worry about whatever is going on back there. You good. Like it was
Right.
some moments, some games where it might be a little,
Mhm.
lackluster. But for the most part, I feel like for my second year, for the most part, everybody trusted me way more than my first year, and I understand it. So I
Yeah.
don't, I never was like, oh y'all, never had anything against them, because I understand that you have to know that whatever your captain do, when your captain get up, you have to know, okay, she finna eat, and I'm finna eat right behind her. Period.
Yeah.
Like,
You gotta
and
be
so
on
I
it.
feel like. That's why I feel like we did really, really good last year, because we were pretty cohesive, in my
Yeah.
opinion. I feel like sometimes we do need to take the time to go over things more in depth to make
Mhm.
sure that like mentally we're good, because you can
Mhm.
do something the day before and then do it so perfect, and then you get to game day and you just like brain
Yeah.
fart. Like,
Yeah.
so I
That's
mean, it happens. So I feel like
yeah.
that's what the hardest part is, because
Mm.
it
That was
happens.
I've
So
never had somebody say that before. That was good. Yes. Yes.
I
Yes.
try.
So how hard how hard was it trying to evolve the divas, but still kind of like trying to stay true to the tradition?
Yeah. I got what you
It's
were
like a
saying.
tongue twister. It's like a tongue twister.
It
Jesus.
is. But I would say it got easier because I did my research. So,
Mhm.
it's hard when you don't do research and you don't know exactly like your team style. But once you know your team style and then you start to learn other team style and like, what you can and can't do or what looks good on y'all, like, it starts to get easier, because you might say if one of your girls come up and show you a stand, you like, okay, definitely seen something like that before. Let's try to switch it up a little bit.
Right.
So it wasn't. I wouldn't say it's that hard. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't say it's that hard. Now,
Hmm.
as a freshman, it is, because you're still learning. So, and
Right.
as a sophomore, it can be a little shaky. You still learning, but you kind of got it. And then, after that, it's like I already know what to show y'all and what not to show y'all at this point. So, you know.
Child.
But I feel like new girls, they have it a lot easier now because of social
Mhm.
media. So it's so
Yes.
easy to see like, okay, the singers they more sexy. Okay. The divas they more sassy. It's like you can kind of see that division is not that
Yeah.
difficult anymore. And it's a lot more people recording. People record everything
But
now. So
for some reason, some people they feel like a lot of the teams are mixing, like they're looking all the same. I agree, and somewhat I don't agree at the same time because, like you
Yeah,
said, some teams have like y'all are sassy, Stingettes are sexy, J sets are finesse, stuff
yeah.
like that.
I think I know what it is though. I think it's um everybody's dancing harder because
Yeah,
when you dance harder but you milk it does start to look the same. Because if you
yeah,
think about like regular sexy dancing, like for example, Shamika Ann, she,
hmm,
hit smooth, da da da. I can find another
right,
person that does the same thing. And and
yeah,
and really, really in the dance world, what people don't realize, and it's so hypocritical because it's like, why do we have to try so hard to look so different, but you have regular dancers that
hmm,
literally do the same moves?
same
Like,
exact moves.
it's
Yeah,
just so confusing because I seen the spin around go down on everybody. So, it's like, are we gonna say that for dance in general, or are we just speaking in terms of HBCUs? And why are we so headstrong about, HBCUs looking different? Why is it so drastic for us to have to do that? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's kind of like, I get what people saying, but at the same time, it's like, why? I guess for me, it's like, why is it a big deal?
yeah.
Like, I mean, we all, do this. So
Hmm.
that's the same thing to me.
Yeah,
So
that
I
is
guess, I
true.
mean, I guess it's just like, what? Like, but I
That's
still
true.
feel
I
like
get what
everybody's
you're saying.
keeping their style. I
Yeah.
don't see a really, really big, huge difference.
Hmm.
Um, now I have in certain years where it has been like, okay, whoa, they hit it a little bit harder this year than they do on the regular. So, but I mean, I'm sure people can say the same thing about us. But every captain is so different. So,
Yeah,
it's kind of
that's true.
hard. It's
Yeah.
kind of hard.
Oh, child. So we're about to go into fan questions, okay? I have a few fan questions.
Ooh, let's go.
I have one for Sydney Thorne. She said, "What would you say is your favorite MCC and why?"
My favorite was 27. Do I want to say it? Yeah, 2017. We had
Okay.
on the white with the bra and the panties.
Yeah.
Tamara was captain.
Hmm.
That was my favorite one. It was just like the energy of everybody was just so good. Even the crowd, like we was winning the game, so we was just
Yeah.
excited. Like everybody was on their toes about the game because I think we was close in points or something like that. And
Yeah.
even like while we was doing stands, somebody almost came to the stands. We was like,
Ooh.
whoa. So it was just, it was crazy, but that was fun. Like that was probably
Mhm.
the best year. And I mean, I never be cold. They probably gonna disagree and be like, Kayla girl, but I wasn't cold because my adrenaline was pumping. But they was like, can we put that cake on? I'm just like, y'all are. I'm good over here. I am
Right.
warm. But I
Lord.
feel like that sometimes that could be the downfall too. Like if it's too cold at a game, sometimes people don't
Mhm.
be feeling like. But yeah, that was my
I have
favorite.
another question from Dion Smalls. He said, "What was the inspiration behind the pink gloves in 2019?"
Cancer, breast cancer awareness. We do that
I
every
think,
year now.
yeah, I figured
Yeah,
that it
cause
was.
yeah, but we do that every year. Well, I think we started in 2017. Yeah, we started
Mhm,
in 2017 because we had on a white long sleeve. No, 2018. I don't
mhm.
remember. I'm gonna shut up. But yeah, it's mainly it's mainly for breast cancer awareness. Because I actually seen in a comment where somebody was like, "Why they got on pink gloves? That don't match." And somebody was like, "It's breast cancer awareness," and they was like, "Oh, my bad." So
Wow.
I be weak though.
I I have another question from Kel Hudson. He said, "What is a day in practice like?"
Um. Okay, so we started 4, and then it depends. We might start on field show, or we might start on stands. If the field show is not as good, that's gonna be the main focus for probably the whole first half. And it also depends on if we go to the field or not. So, going to the field is very beneficial for field shows and stuff like that. And then we spend like a good maybe hour and a half on stands. Because stands, you don't really need to spend
Right.
that much time unless it's something new, unless we're doing like a new stand routine or something like that. So it varies. A day of practice varies, but we practice from like a good 4 to 9 ish. Depends. Might be there to 10, might be there to 11. So
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I have another question from Mackenzie. She says, what really helped you evolve the divas in a different way?
in a different way. Well, I feel like just being a different type of leader. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Cause like I said in the beginning, I took certain things, but I still wanted to make sure I was myself. I'm being myself. I'm being the type of leader that I want to be. So I would say it was things like that, and like I said, doing my research, because I feel like um once once I realized like what was really going on, that's when I started to try to tell everybody else like, hey, maybe y'all should go watch some videos so you don't do something, and maybe y'all know what I'm saying, because sometimes it got to a point where it was like, this don't look how it looked like this team, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up for you because
Right.
since y'all don't want to believe me, like,
Right.
so I try to pass that down on to them to continue to evolve, because I feel like that's what helps you evolve as a team, to make sure that you're not doing what somebody else is doing. So
Right. Right. Okay, we're about to go into fast pass. So when I ask a question,
let's see.
usually it's a either or question, or it's a question that you just have to answer. Okay. So,
Okay.
but you have to do it fast. Okay.
Oh God. Okay.
You ready?
Okay.
Okay. So the first one, top 3 uniforms.
Uh, Mexican Classic 2017,
Okay.
Classic 2018, and
I like
oh God,
2019 was
2019. You know what's funny? Everybody hated, like a lot of people hated that. I was like,
I I loved it. I love the holographic type of material.
mm-hmm.
Loved
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. That was real different, real different. I lost this round though because I ain't got another one. So,
Uh top 3 least favorite uniforms.
ooh, okay. So we got first game 2018.
Okay.
Um, Magic City Classic 2015, the first half, and dang, I don't remember name. I'm old now. My
Hey.
freshman year, all of them.
Oh. Fast, medium, or slow?
Slow.
Slow.
Mhm.
Favorite field show?
Um, what is it called? Southern 2019.
Okay. Favorite song in the stands?
Space Age Pimping.
Okay. Um, character heels or jazz shoes?
Jazz shoes.
Okay. What was your favorite stand?
All of them. So serious. But look. It's so funny because I'm so serious. I'm so
Oh,
serious. You can ask the girls. They'll be like,
mm.
Kayla, every stand is your favorite. Be quiet. I'm just like, okay, well, never mind.
Leading or following?
Leading.
Okay. Okay. That was it for the fast pass. You did that.
Oh,
Period.
oh God. I was kind of nervous.
If you could have an all-star team of 13 divas, who would be on your
Ooh.
all-star team?
Okay. So I would say Curtisha,
Okay.
Tamara, um,
Including you.
okay,
So
me,
you are.
so that's three.
Mhm.
Lanicia,
Okay.
Jamaya,
Ooh. Ooh. Yes.
um, Jasmine,
Mhm.
Jasmine Jacobs.
Okay.
She's a really really old diva like back then. I really like how
Oh,
she danced. How many is that? I don't even know. I lost count.
that's
Uh,
it.
okay. Mignon.
Mhm.
Um, who else we got? Because I know I'm missing somebody. 2016. Who dancing to? Taylor, my good girl.
Oh.
Gotta be the tail. Gotta be the tail. Michaela,
Okay.
2016. Michaela
Mm-hmm.
Hoskins. How many is that?
That's 9. So you
Jada.
got 3. Okay.
Love me some Jada.
4.
Who is on the team? Asia. Oh, Asia. Yes, Asia girl.
And one more.
One more. Oh my gosh, why is this one so hard?
One more.
Oh my Jesus. If I forgot you, I'm so sorry. I can't think right now. But I'm gonna say Tay.
Okay. Okay. That's the team, baby. Period.
That's a lot of people. My brain was like, girl, you don't say that for nobody.
Yes, baby.
I
That's
would
the
need
team,
to
baby.
watch some videos before I
Baby,
for
that's
real
the,
do that because I'm like, ooh, yeah,
that's the team,
got,
baby. That's the
got
team.
me slim. Mm-hmm.
What advice would you give somebody that wants to try out for the Divas?
I would say be confident, have a very
Mm-hmm.
positive attitude because we love the positive attitudes. You come in there,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'm saying be humble. That's number one
Yeah.
because I understand, dance is getting very big. I understand that, you might feel like you the ish, but you have to be humble because I guarantee you, like somebody can take your spot quick. Ain't no spot
Mm.
guaranteed when you coming in trying out at all. So, and I would say work on your technique for sure. Um, that's a really big thing. Work on performance, your presence, things like that. And I would just say, come in, ready to work, ready to learn.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you could do that, you good. And not everybody that tries out is going to make the team. So I would
Yeah.
say if you don't make it to the next round, keep pushing for it. Work harder, do more work. If you feel like if we tell you, hey, maybe you can work on this, go work on it, and get better.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty
That's
much
some
it.
good advice, baby. That's some good advice. So what is going on with you now? We want to know what's the tea.
Child, okay, because I know everybody like, is this girl graduating or what? Yeah, I'm my goal. I'm speaking into existence. I'm graduating in the summer because I have one more class that I have to take, but I'll be
Mhm.
walking in the spring. So I'm trying to walk in and walk right back out because I got
Okay.
another class to take. I'm like, look, go. Can I sign up right here for my class? Can I go ahead and do the
Right.
work right now? Because
Right.
I'm ready to be done. Like,
Right.
but
Exactly.
but in the dance world, well, I actually have been trying to get more into the entertainment business. I want to say just
Ooh.
dance. I've been doing some music videos. I've been trying to work on my singing because I actually do love to sing.
Oh,
Um, and I dance here and there. I mainly do it when I'm at home and I'm just
yeah.
like I just feel like dancing. So I've been trying to do that every day, but I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really been feeling ready to get out there yet and like
Yeah.
really do a
It's
lot of
gonna take
stuff.
some time,
Like
though. Yeah.
yeah, I really want to do some classes and stuff like that, like host some classes. But I just been trying to tell myself like give yourself just some more time. It's okay. It's no rush. So I really been want
But
to do that.
but don't push too long. Don't push it aside too
Oh
long.
yeah, no. I ain't gonna try to do it when I'm 30 or nothing like that, cause that's a long time. But hopefully, I'm still looking the same when I'm 30. But
Oh Lord.
yeah, I do want to do it. Like I kind of want to move out of Huntsville in like the next year or so. But it depends on where I get a job. It depends on a lot actually, cause I enjoy Huntsville, but I just feel like I have to go somewhere else if I really want to have more opportunities and stuff like that. So Yeah, I might be in Georgia. I might be in Mississippi. I might be in Tennessee, Florida. You know, might go to California. You
No, you just never know. You just
I'm
never
just trying
know.
to go. I'm trying to go.
Yes,
I want to explore and experience and, all that
that's
stuff.
all it's about. That's what it's about. Period.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. But I want to thank you so much for coming here. I was not expecting this great personality like this. I love it. I love it.
I just want to say thank you for this award. Like, no, but seriously, I do want to say thank you for having me because honestly, I was waiting on you. I'm like, hold on. Because I felt some type of way. I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh,
Because
you know I have to get you, honey. It's just gonna take some time. You know, girl. I'm trying my best to like venture out because like
mm-hmm,
as I keep doing, the big four, it's like it's dwindling down. So now it's time to
mm-hmm.
branch out and do more things, People want to hear from
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, and
So
I was
yeah.
gonna say, from different people, it's different situations and stuff like that. Because oh, one thing I didn't really speak on is like as far as us as a team, we don't really have the benefits of a lot of other teams. We really didn't start getting any benefits until like I want to say my sophomore year or is it my junior year? It was one of them, but
Mhm.
we literally have paid to dance. Like we pay to dance. So,
Right.
it's like seeing all these other teams get the opportunities and get stuff. It's like, oh, I can't wait till we, and
Yeah.
not in even being the fact that I'm not on the team anymore. I still love to see my girls, get things and opportunities come to them because they deserve it. The Divas as a team deserve it because we have worked from the ground up. Like
Yeah.
literally, we don't get them $5,000 scholarships that other people might get, or we don't have a
Mhm.
closet. Like that's why y'all see so many different uniforms. It's tough. Like it's not that easy to just be like, oh, somebody just want to make a uniform for us for free and make about 15 of them. No, we don't get
Ma'am.
that.
No,
Not at all.
ma'am.
So we pay for everything ourselves. So it's like when we got judged so much, it was kind of frustrating at a certain point because it was just like, all right, what y'all gonna send us some money? Send us the coins because I promise you, we will thank you. You can talk about us all you want. Send the coins.
Okay.
Like that's
Right.
all I'm
We need it.
saying. So we had our struggles, like.
Yeah.
So it's just nice to see where they are now and just see it, progressing and continuing to go up. It's like,
Yes, ma'am. And
love
you
it.
better keep your divas, period.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna be here forever. I ain't going nowhere. I'm like, all right, she gotta go because you've been here
Right.
how long?
Okay, right. You gotta stand up for your team, period. Okay?
Look, forever. But I do want to thank you for having me because yeah, I was a little nervous about doing this interview.
Oh girl, don't be nervous. You know
I be
we
nervous
have
with
to.
all of them though. Like when
Yeah.
people ask me to do stuff, I be so nervous. I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna say? What are they gonna ask about now? Like,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
this was good. This was really
Yes,
good.
this was fun. This was definitely fun. Yes. I thought you needed it too. You need a little fun interview,
I did.
All right now, I gotta go.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.